Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the new-look Jets ready to go on offense. And it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of flirting with the idea, the four-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 22 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. He'll get it inside the 20. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, 50 yards. And the Jets march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not.
He's got him in, complete. Look at the big fella go. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Now, before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 32 on the play.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19th. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. These two teams all tied after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
35 yards, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted, and that's where we get the term running downhill because When you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The New York set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Finding room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Down inside the 10. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. be set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14.
Jets 14. Harrison Butker at kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. On play action, now Rodgers. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, 45 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the 1st half. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this 1st half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
More. You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play?
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching.
You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Mahomes going to change things up. Back to throw now on 1st down. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now it's Mahomes again, eluding the pressure right. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Butker on for the PAT. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
And this is caught. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he
takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's the way to find pay dirt, Patrick Mahomes. Hey, you remember some of the scrambles in the playoffs last year while he was playing on a bad wheel? Oftentimes he was maneuvering just to find a way to throw the football. The last season, 4 touchdowns on the ground, a career high, continuing to develop as a runner, and often finding the end zone these days.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, what a juke into space. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And quickly they get to the line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a play fake. Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Being chased out left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, 38 yards. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. 5 plays there on that drive. And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And out come the Chiefs now. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Patrick going to change the play. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams there to bring him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. On the move past the 40. Inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 69 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Completed the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On play action, it's Rodgers. The 20, down to the 10. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 42 yards. And the Jets are back within a score.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but in today's NFL, I wouldn't want to play defense. Too many great receivers and guys who are accurate, who can get them the ball. We've seen the result, days like this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney.
Still first down.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 4th and long coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Jets are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, and the watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. And Cook has it left side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 1. A little over 30 seconds remaining. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Complete. Valdez-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Chiefs.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
And I have God as my witness. Police tried to slow me down, but they couldn't stop it. ain't no regular civilian. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousand, some millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousand, some millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. All that and more coming up next.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his fourth season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made a conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
Hey, we gotta go score. Let's go.
Chase, the motion man right. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
11 mighty, 12.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free. They couldn't take it away.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. B.J. Hill, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Middle. Half 85.
Now Allen. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard,
here we go.
That's a job very well done.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Burrow changing the look.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. from 13 yards out. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Allen. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen off the play fake. Out to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now an audible here into something else. On first down, Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. It's a gain of 35.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Allen now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On second down, here's Allen. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Now Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Higgins. A gain there of 21 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2nd and 10 now, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's third down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now this throw caught left side. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Brought down by Ed Oliver. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Quick slant caught by Chase. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
11.
Burrow will throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
12. 11, Thomas. 11, MT, Tate. 11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run out.
The ball comes out.
Well, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another...
I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough, take another. Get plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up the bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4-5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever, she won't rush me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you that paper, now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I don't feel never feel G-ski established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preach and what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. He determined this from his section. Island daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with this. Focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you that paper, now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got on the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. Now inside the 25.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick-6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
11, Mighty. 12.
On second and goal. Burrow forced out to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on fourth and goal, but they're open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On second down, this is Harris. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A turnover's obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down.
11 MT,
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. Down the left sideline, inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Drew Sample, 74 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So on 4th down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Let's have some fun. Let's get some fun. I'm one, right?
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Now Burrow going to change things up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will find his man Chase complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty, 12.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now a run with Hubbard. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all out.
There he goes, left side.
Finding room at midfield.
And finally down at the 36-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow on first down. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Now it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jordan Battle.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here we go.
So we've reached the intermission, and what right now is a third. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Burrow on play action. Escaping the pressure right. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And Burrow going to change the play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Oh, that is well read on the backside, and he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage. Flush to his right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action with Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
12.
Now they go play action now. Burrow, he'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we?
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off play action. Pickett. Under pressure, they got him again. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. Now look out to the 20. And the Bengals are going to get the...
MC, Cole, Kendrick, and me. Instead of comparing the three, let us exist in peace. I'm really just getting started, you've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on it. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood, peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap, going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend, I am the truth, I am the God, I am the Zen. There is no way around it, my just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Easy, and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers. Deceased presidents on the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on ballin' forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake debate right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds? My moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me?
Like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
Temps a little hot today at Lincoln Financial Field, but keep in mind it is technically still summer as we get you ready for some football in Philly. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, what a season it was for these Eagles and these Philly fans last year. An 8-0 start, 14-3 final record, 2 blowout wins in the NFC playoffs before coming up a bit short in Super Bowl 57.
And a good thing for Philadelphia as they try and get back to the Super Bowl, many of the key pieces they had last year are back. Remember, this is the number 3 offense in the league, number 2 defense, and they threw in a heck of an NFL draft. They expect to contend one more time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, I think everybody seems ready to turn the page from 2022. A tough finish down the stretch. Some wacky plays in that loss to the Bengals in the wild card round. They just want to reset and come out swinging in 2023.
Oh, I love how you just expressed that. reset, and come out playing Ravens football again. And look, they had some anxious moments in the offseason. Now, a sigh of relief. They have their key pieces in place. They're ready to attack.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Inside the 20. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 74 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One play in the end zone on the long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline, and my coach said, so what in the scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not get that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? No, I should say, covered well.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down, run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with the ground. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Touchdown, Philadelphia! What a run there by Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Now he's loose at the 40.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine me.
Touchdown, Eagles! Chris Watkins from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They're going to try and run. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. We've discussed this before. We've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Jackson on 1st down. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 15. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And fans of Pennies can certainly celebrate seeing that run because after 2021 breakout year, 2022 was cut short by injury. But there's one thing Philadelphia knows how to do, it's run the football. They targeted Penny as a free agent, knowing he could be a lead guy in their offense.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it second down and 11. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Play action. It's Jackson.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
They're going to try and throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. Side caught by Goddard, the tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Great. Set. Hey. Crowd left, get it. Go Silver, ready?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by David Ojabo. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So, you sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. A big play there for Philly. yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Penny. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard, 27 yards.
And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what...
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
They go play action now. Jackson buying time to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Jackson will keep it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now it's Jackson rolling to his left.
will take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Steps away. Say it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he's going to lose yardage here as they will switch ends as time is... And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
73.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they're going to speed things up here.
16 yards. And the Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 43.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys,
there he goes, right side. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. James Prochet, 50 yards. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flush to his right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Dumps that off to Penny, his running back. Touchdown, Eagles!
Rashad Penny taking it in. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he returns this to the 22.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. But 1st down, Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Here's 1st down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything.
New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep ride a wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. R.I.P. to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turned into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the bae. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These ratchets keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Rams. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. From the end zone, Jason Taylor II will return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
32. Hey.
On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Now a late signing, let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now Rodgers.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. He'll get it inside the 20.
And finally taken down at the 15. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now get...
Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 6 yards away.
And the Jets are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2.
Rodgers will throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quinnen Williams never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
That'll be caught. It's caught. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. He's got his man downfield, it's Robinson.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
10.
Stafford.
They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Matthew Stafford taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Rams have come back to make it a 2-point game.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
A gain of 3, second down.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Rodgers looking to throw on second down. Open man here is Conklin. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Being chased out left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To throw is Rodgers.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Now the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rodgers now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Rodgers now to throw on second down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Rodgers now on third and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Dalvin Cook
from 6 yards away.
And the Jets are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
Hey, take 26.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. On first down at Stafford. That's complete to Robinson.
He's into space past the 25.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 49 yards there. A big one.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
Double right. Ready.
Throwing is Stafford. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
He's on his way.
And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Stafford. Robinson's got it. And some room to run now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
Here's a diving catch right side. And quickly they get to the line. To throw, it's Rodgers. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Cook following the penalty. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the foot.
She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, that's what I got, you be tripping. I can't even do it, my girl, I'm Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it, no, she cannot scissor me. Mark your spot, that boy get on. Send him the car, he finna get blessed on. I get the paper, I'm talking about Benjamin Franklin. Not talking about the one that you sketch on. He play dumb, get his